Hello, I'm Brian with Trinity Commercial Cleaning and wanted to take this opportunity to sit down with one of my suppliers, Skip with AmeriClean in Statesville. So let's jump right into it. Skip, thank you so much for taking time to meet with me. And
Absolutely.
also on the record, thank you for, I've been in business for 3 years now and you've been very instrumental in helping me. Whenever I have a question, you're very willing to answer and help me out. So
That's what we're here
thank
for.
you so much for that.
Absolutely.
So to start off with, why don't we just talk a little bit about the history of AmeriClean Supply? How long have you been around?
Okay. Well, the business started in October of 2002, and my wife and I were working other jobs at the time, and we're not real happy in what we were doing, and decided that we would take a leap of faith and jump into this with both feet. And we took a home equity line out on our home, and started the business from scratch.
Wow.
So a lot of people, when they hear the name AmeriClean Supply, they think that it's a franchise, but it's not a franchise. We've talked about making it a franchise one day, but basically we just sat around and tried to think of a name and came up with AmeriClean. But we, in October, will be 17 years. And it's been a great run. It's been fun. It has ups and downs like any other job would. Has its stresses, but it's been very fulfilling for us. And so that's kind of how the company started. And we live here in Statesville, and decided our first place that we started was a little building out on the outskirts of town, and we quickly outgrew it. And then found this opportunity in town where we could actually purchase the property, which we own the buildings and stuff, and so that's made it nice too. And it's only about probably a mile from our house, so that's good and bad.
Sure, yeah, so, always on call.
Exactly, but that's okay. That's what we're here for, and that's part of owning your own business. So part of self-employment.
Sure. Yeah, I know. I've texted you a couple times about 9 o'clock at night, and not really expecting a response, but you do respond. And maybe I shouldn't say that on video. Don't ever, if you all reach out to Skip, don't take advantage like I do. He's very generous with his time.
Well, it's okay. And like I said, I know in dealing with cleaning contractors like yourself that you may be in the middle of a job at 9 o'clock at night. So you may need something, immediately, either product, which I'm happy to bring to you if need be, or meet you at the store for you to come and pick up, or you may have a question of about the product or what you're working on that you need some advice on. I'm always glad to help.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to talk about a little later on, but I feel like this is a really great segue, is understanding a product. Anymore, everyone knows it's so easy to log on to Amazon and have a product to your house in 2 days, or now in 1 day. But it's so hard to understand what you're getting and what the product is, and so that's something incredible about working with you. Is I'm still a baby in business in a lot of ways. I've been in this industry for 3 years and absolutely love it, but I still have so much to learn, and that's why for me it's important to have a relationship with someone like you that understands the products you're selling.
Well, that is the one thing that we try to set ourselves apart from with Amazon. And some of these other, your Sam's Clubs and Big Lots, or not Big Lots, but Costco and those places. You have, with us, you do have individuals that you can call and talk to about the product. Also, in situations like with Amazon, you may order a product and it may come to you and could be damaged. Well, if it comes to you in the mail and it's damaged, then you're out of luck that day if you're trying to get that in and get it to a customer of yours. Whereas with us, if we bring it down to you and it's damaged, I'm going to turn right back around and go back to my store, pick it up, and bring you another good product that same day.
That actually happened to me. I've never told you this, but I bought some toilet bowl cleaner through Walmart online, and the one and only time I've ever ordered supplies from Walmart, because it was crazy cheap Walmart online. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna save some money here, and I bought, like 25 bottles of this stuff, and over half of them had leaked out and were destroyed, and it was such a pain to go back through Walmart, and I needed it. And I was like, well, I tried something. I tried to save a little money, and I
Live
got
and learn.
bumped a little bit, and it ended up costing me more money in the long run with my time and having to scramble to go find a comparable product. And I was like, you know what, forget this. Like, it was crazy.
Exactly. Well, the being the neighborhood, cleaning supply company has its pros. I mean, it definitely has its advantages to the individuals that want to purchase locally. Like I said, because of our knowledge and being able to talk to us on the phone immediately, that definitely is important. I have come to find out to a lot of people that I deal with.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And to me, it's unbelievably important. So let's dive in and talk about some of the products that you do sell.
Okay. All right.
We'll get into chemicals in a little bit, but some of the paper products, a lot of my clients, over half of my clients get paper products through me, and I get them from you. So can you just talk about what some of the paper products you have?
Absolutely, yeah, and we'll go over the full line. We are a full janitorial supply house. We do all the paper products, toilet paper, paper towels, and we also do chemicals of all type, like you mentioned. We do aerosols, we do gloves, we do food service items, we do equipment. So we can cover pretty much anything that you're looking for. As far as the paper products go, we have a line, and this is also shown on our website, but the main manufacturer we deal with, and they are a Made in America company, company's products are made in America, is Vondrell Corporation. And so they have a full line of different kinds of paper towels, the multi-folds, center pull towels, the roll towels. And then the dispensers, we also can do those as well through them. And then the toilet papers, they have the regular household toilet paper, they have jumbo toilet paper, they have super jumbo toilet paper. And so just a full variety there of the different products. We also, if certain customers that we deal with and that you deal with want Charmin or want a nice, very nice, expensive type of towel, whatever, Kimberly Clark or Georgia Pacific or whatever, we certainly have access to those as well. You're going to pay a little more for those because those companies are proud of their name. They've been around a long time, and they can command a little bit higher price as a result. Not that their product's not good. It is very good, but it's just some people can.
With that real quick, because that's another valid point that I appreciate in business is when I come and ask you about a product or whatever, you do not try to upsell me like crazy. You're not like, oh, this is the product I have with the greatest markup. It's the most expensive. You go from kind of the lowest to the highest, and you really work with me, and that is appreciated. And I want people to know that that's how you run your business.
Well, absolutely. I want it to be, your choice, sure. And I want you to be happy with the products. I want your customers to be happy with the products. So I try to offer you options because I think that, again, like you mentioned, that's very important, and it gives you the opportunity to say to the customer, your customer, this is what I can get for you. I can get the lower end, the middle grade, or the higher end, whichever you prefer. And here are the price ranges, that you're going to be dealing with. So I try to make it user-friendly and available for each individual and what they prefer.
Absolutely. Well, it's greatly appreciated.
Absolutely.
So we've talked about paper products a little bit. Let's talk about stripping and waxing. I know it's with a lot of the new floor types, the industry's slowly moving away from stripping and waxing, but it's still very prevalent. And I know you sell a lot of machines for stripping and waxing. You sell the pads. I get all of my pads from you, and you sell the stripper and the wax. And it's some phenomenal products from Simonize. So do you want to talk a little bit about
Absolutely. Yes, Simonize is our chemical manufacturer. I've been through, in 17 years, I've been through, I guess this is probably my fourth chemical manufacturer, and I've changed for different reasons. Sometimes I've been in a situation where the product, in trying other things, I found, that it's better from another manufacturer. Prices are better, different things like that. I've learned a lot in 17 years.
Sure.
But I've come to find out that Simonize, and a lot of people probably are familiar with Simonize when you think back about car wax, because Simonize was first known or mainly known in this area, especially. They come from up north, but for their car wax and things like that. But they also have been in the Jansan side of the business for quite a while too. So the strippers that we have, and again, this is kind of like we talked about with the paper. You've got different strippers, different prices. It all depends upon kind of what the job is. So the main one, my biggest seller, and I think the ones you primarily use, is a product called Zip Strip.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it is a great product. A lot of the strippers have an ammonia or ammonia based, and so sometimes the smell can knock you out, but this one's not too terribly bad. And it does a great job with the stripping. So we do have that, and then of course we have floor machines to be utilized when you're doing the stripping, that you can use the pads that you talked about
so
to the floors.
And rent those machines,
Absolutely,
right?
yes,
Okay.
we do
so
both.
That's a good thing. If
Yep.
you all don't, if you want to do it in house, of course, if you never stripped a floor before, I recommend doing a lot of research or talking to Skip to see if it's something you even want to take on.
I agree.
Because it's very involved. But if you did, or if you have experience, Skip does rent machines as well. He sells them and rents them.
That's correct. And moving ahead to the wax, we have different grades of wax. And the one that is my biggest seller is Mega Shine, which is another one that Brian uses primarily. And it's very good wax, very durable. When you buff it, which we also have high-speed machines for buffing that we rent and we sell. And after you put that wax down, a couple weeks go by, you go in there with a high-speed machine, you buff it back out, and it looks like you just put a brand new coat of wax down. So very good products, been very, very happy with it. Got people that have been doing, floors for 3 years like yourself that are very happy with it, and individuals that have been doing floors for 30 years that are very happy with it as well. So been thrilled with that product and with Simonize as a company.
Great. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed. I've a couple times I've tried to get some products from Lowe's and try them out just in a pinch, like Zep and stuff. And I just, not to throw other companies under the bus, but man, it doesn't compare. Like the Simonize is such an incredible product. The way it works, and a lot of people I don't think realize that the chemical is so very important. That elbow grease is still king in this industry.
Exactly.
And it always probably will be, but. Why work harder when you've got incredible chemicals that are also safe?
Work smarter.
That do a great job. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about let me have something work for me.
Exactly.
So that's a great segue into.
Well, another thing. Well, and to stop you there just a minute.
Sure.
You're going to pay a little more for this than you would something at Lowe's, but again, you get what you pay for.
Well, the labor savings
exactly
more than add up.
Absolutely.
Well.
Absolutely.
If you got to spend 2-minute scrubbing versus 10-minute scrubbing, the product's paid for itself.
That's right.
And with the dilution rates, I don't know if I fully agree with you that it is maybe cheaper because, you sell a lot of concentrates, whereas Lowe's doesn't necessarily sell those concentrates. Like CQ27 for a disinfectant, it's just a couple ounces for a spray bottle, and you sell it by the gallon. So how many, I can make 30 spray bottles out of a gallon or something.
Exactly.
Don't hold me to it.
And well, on that CQ27, interesting that you mentioned that. This is my biggest selling product by far. Sure. And it is a disinfectant cleaner. It is pH neutral, which means it's safe to use on any surfaces. You can use it on wax floors. It's not going to hurt the wax that's there. You can put it in a spray bottle, as you mentioned. Use it to clean toilets. Use it to clean countertops. You can clean walls. You can do whatever you want to with this product. It has a fantastic smell that lingers and stays behind after you're done with the bathroom or whatever you may be cleaning. So I have been thrilled with this product and glad that we have this to offer.
Absolutely, and I'll jump on that a little bit with the CQ27. Every time we go in and clean with it, because of the deodorizing properties as well, new clients are always like, my gosh, it smells so good in here. Like it just smells clean. And that's huge,
Very
because
important.
we don't want it to just be clean. We want it to smell clean as well. We don't want it to smell clean and not be clean. So it's got to go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it's a phenomenal product. It's very safe to use, like you said, but I think it knocks out MRSA, staph, HIV, bloodborne pathogens. I mean, it says it right on the label.
Yes.
So we use this in a lot of our dental offices, oral surgery offices, medical facilities, all over the place. But we also use it in some dog grooming places that have, and That's where I'm really impressed. So there's a dog grooming place down in Cornelius. The lady does a great job and really takes pride in her store, keeps it clean, but it still kind of has that wet dog smell because it's a dog grooming store. I mean, that's what they do. And that CQ27, it does an incredible job. When we mop the floor, it helps cut through that wet dog smell, and it's really impressive.
Well, like I said, you're because obviously it is a big seller, and so a lot of people have the same feelings that you have on that. So,
absolutely.
So there
what
with
else
that.
we got there?
Well, I'm going to go mention the AP7, which also when you wax in floors, the main you have to maintain those wax floors, okay? And the best way to best way to do that is with a neutral floor cleaner. And you could use the CQ27, it's perfectly fine to do that, but if you wanted to drop back a little and not have a product that's a disinfectant that's a little bit cheaper than that, then you can go with the AP7. The AP7 is a neutral cleaner, perfectly fine for floors, meant for floors. Has a lemon fragrance, so it leaves behind a nice smell too. It has surfactant. It has cleaning properties inside of it, or in it, that are used for cleaning. Soap properties to help with the cleaning of the floor. So the dirt and the grime that builds up on the surface of the floors, between the times that you get in there and mop it, this will take care of that and clean it up, and also help bring back the shine in the floor.
Absolutely. One other thing is the dilution is less. You don't need anywhere near as much. I think for damp mop, it's like half an ounce for a gallon of water with this. So you use far less chemical as well, because you're looking for it to help with the scrubbing and everything, like you just said. You know more of the technical terminology than I do, but so you don't need as much to accomplish the same thing. You don't have to the disinfecting process.
Exactly, and with this product, more is not good.
Right.
Because of the soap properties are in this. The more you use, the sticky residue will be left behind on the floors.
Sure.
So that's why you got to make sure that you use the proper dilution on that to help stay away from making the floor sticky and hazy and all that.
Absolutely. So you don't want just a dump and run.
Exactly. So another great product there. We have Citrus Plus, and this is a non-butyl degreaser.
What does that mean?
Well, you have butyl degreasers and non-butyl degreasers. Butyl degreasers are like your Purple Power, which a lot of people have heard of.
Sure.
It's more aggressive, stronger, not safe on floors. Whereas this product, even though it's not a pH of neutral, it is safe on floors in certain situations if you use it, like, say you were to mop a floor 3 times a week.
Sure.
Okay. Well, if you use this product maybe in one of those moppings, or maybe once every other week, then you would be fine to go with this product at the proper dilution.
I've made a mistake where it wasn't diluted. It is not fine.
No, absolutely at the proper dilution.
Yeah.
The big area that this product is successful and does a great job is in kitchens. Absolutely. Where you have like maybe a ceramic floor, and then you have the grease from the food cooked and stuff like that. This product does great at cutting through that grease. And it is, obviously with Citrus Plus, has a citrus smell, orange smell. It's very nice, very pleasant, but does a great job with those type of things. I have butyl degreasers that I actually sell to individuals in mechanics and where they work on cars and engines and stuff, because they take the parts from the thing and cleaning and stuff like that. So I cover the base in all those different products, and I can go in with whatever you need. But again, with this particular product, and if you're using it in areas where you're mopping it on floors and things like that, you have to be careful, but it is safe as long as you use the proper dilution.
So I want to speak on that product a little bit about how we use it as well. A couple manufacturing plants where they have white doors. I get fingerprints all over them, and so we use the Citrus Plus to help keep those fingerprints off, and it's safe for that type of paint on metal doors.
Yes.
I've used it to clean 2 sorority houses at Davidson College, clean the kitchens, and I agree. When I first walked in there, it almost felt like a skating rink,
yes.
And afterwards they were blown away.
Yeah.
At how incredible the kitchen floor looked. So anybody in the restaurant industry that's looking for a good product for your kitchen, I guarantee you the Citrus Plus is incredible.
Absolutely, yeah. And then the last product here that I want to talk about today is Digest.
Perfect.
Digest is a great product. It has an enzyme in it that kills the bacteria that causes the bad odors from like pet urine.
Sure.
Also,
Or around urinals, not just
around the urinal, right? Yeah, any yeah, human, yeah, exactly. And another good thing that with this product is, and I don't know how many individuals out there remember the smell of fruity pebbles, cocoa pebbles. I mean
Sure,
the cereal, but that's the smell that this has. So it's a pleasant smell. But anyway, this is good for drains. You can pour this down drains in bathrooms, and it helps take care of the smell, and also again attacks any bacteria that are down there causing bad odors. You can also use this product in laundry to wash clothes. It's a clear product, so it's not going to discolor things. And it is a great product. We do sell this also in quarts. So if individuals, again, have little areas in their house where their cat or their dog or whatever is having a problem being potty trained, you can take the quart bottle of spray and you can spray it, and it helps take care of the bad odors.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I've had a couple of accounts where around the urinals there's been some issues. Like one, it's a preschool, but the building was not designed to be a preschool, so the toilets are a little taller than they need to be. That product is king
Yes.
at places like that. So yeah, highly recommend it. I'm so glad you showcased that product for us and helped us to better understand it. So I got to look at my brain here. So Skip, now that we've talked about the products, can you just briefly touch on the areas you service?
Yes, the majority of our clients are based in Statesville and the Hickory area. Everybody, the good thing about our business is everybody is a potential customer. We sell to churches, we sell to daycares, we sell to schools, we sell to manufacturing plants, we sell to fire departments. So, mechanics, like I mentioned earlier. So, the good thing is that everybody, again, is a potential customer. We also have a retail store open to the general public. So, individuals that want to come in here and purchase our products, we're open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
I do want to say, most of my customers are in the Mooresville area. So, any potential customers or current customers that may be watching this, you deliver to me most times twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays, as I need. So you're in the Mooresville area. So if there's other people, just know he does go to that area. And I didn't mean to step on your toes by bringing that up.
No, not at all, not at all. And I'm glad you did. We deliver around this area free of charge. There's no delivery fees. And we go to the way our schedule is set up is that Mondays and Thursdays we do Statesville South down to Huntersville and in that area, and then on Tuesdays and Fridays we do the Hickory and the Taylorsville area, and then on Wednesdays we just primarily focus on the Statesville area. But again, if you are a customer that wants to come here, we're more than happy to deal with you here at the local store, or if it's something that you want to call and get information from us about our pricing, about our deliveries, different things like that. We're absolutely open to discussions and then talk with people about that.
And it's delivery as needed as well. It's not like you sign them up for an ongoing, you got to get 5 boxes of multifold every 2 weeks. It's not like that. I need 1 box of multifold and 3 things of CQ27. By next week sometime.
Exactly.
That's the way I run it with you.
Exactly.
It works great.
Exactly. And I always try to be real careful in, like, there are certain places where I may go and check the inventory of a particular place. And I've always been big on, I know that there's a lot of places don't have the storage for a lot of stuff, and I don't want to overstock them. There's no reason to do that. The products that we sell are going to last. It's not like they're going to go bad. It's not like a perishable product like food and stuff. What you use, you may some of the toilet paper. If you get a case of the household toilet paper, it's 96 rolls, and you take that to a dentist's office or a doctor's office, they may have just enough room for that, and that may last them a month.
Sure.
And so there's no reason to overstock people and do things like that. And like you said, there are companies out there that make you buy 2 or 3 cases at a time, or they're not going to deal with you, and we're not like that.
Sure. Yeah, and I like to showcase that. So, Skip, how can people get a hold of you or your office? I know you stopped by, but tell us exactly where you're located.
Well, we are located at 412 East Front Street in downtown Statesville. Beautiful area, and we've been in this particular building since '05. So we're going on 14 years here, and people can get a hold of us different ways. They can place orders. We accept orders through email, and that's at orders@AmeriCleanSupply.com. ORDERS at AmeriClean. AmeriClean supply.com.
And we'll put this information on the video.
And then we also receive orders by fax, 704-883-9575, or you can call 704-883-9565 and talk to our office manager, who is Stacy Reynolds, and we can take orders that way. If you need to get a hold of me, my email address is skip@AmeriCleanSupply.com. So those are the ways that people can get a hold of us, and the ways that we take orders.
Plenty of options.
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
Make it pretty easy.
Yeah.
All right. So just in parting words of wisdom for the proper usage and storage of chemicals.
Well, the main thing, and we talked about this earlier, is more doesn't necessarily mean better. Okay, with these products, you really need to follow the directions. All of the bottles. All the information is on the bottles. It's on the aerosol cans. As far as dilution ratios go,
companies put a lot of research into their dilution ratios.
Absolutely, they've done the research, and you need to follow those dilution ratios to make sure that, number one, the product's doing what you want it to do, and number two, that it leaves. When you're done and you walk away from there, you don't have a mess that you're leaving behind.
Stickiness like the AP7
exactly.
or even CQ.
Right. And then, like I said, like we talked about with the degreaser, you really need to follow those dilution ratios, because if you're using that on the floor that may have been waxed or have some type of protective coating on it, you don't want to use too much, because it could take that coating off.
Sure.
So you have to be very careful with that. I think that I'm available. So I've been in this industry for going on 17 years. I've done a lot of research. I've got a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. If I don't have that knowledge, then I don't hesitate to say, I don't have an answer for you today, but I'll get you an answer, and I'll get back with you on that. And I'll call the manufacturer. I'll call the manufacturer directly. Run some stuff by them. I certainly run into situations that happen that I haven't experienced, and I do need to call the manufacturer and say, okay, this happened to my customer. What do they need to do? How can we correct this? Are they using the wrong product? Maybe we could recommend something better. So all those avenues are available. Again, I don't recommend you getting with me after hours unless you absolutely have to. But if you have to, you have to. So things like that come up, and individuals like Brian and his company are what have made us successful. And we know that one of the most important things in a business is your customer service.
Absolutely.
And if you can go above and beyond your expectations and what the customer likes, then that goes a long way in helping build your business.
Sure. And please know that's not just lip service. I know so often it's said, oh, well, we want to have good customer service, and then nothing happens. I can tell you from experience as a customer of AmeriClean Supply, they've got my business. I mean, it's phenomenal. I call Skip and say, hey, help me with whatever, and he's right there, and you can't put a price on that. You can't replicate it.
Thank you.
So, Skip, thank you so much for your time. And thank you for educating us all on some chemicals and what AmeriClean Supply provides for the Statesville and surrounding area.
Well, thank you so much for your time and for talking to me today, and glad to get our name out there, and hopefully we can grow our businesses together.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thanks, Brian.